Before you start this video, I would like you guys to hit that like button and share this video because it helps the viewership and it helps the algorithm. Also, if you've been missing out on daily videos, you're not receiving notifications, hit the bell button because I post very frequently. Sometimes people don't get notifications. And with that said, enjoy.
Magic isn't real, and I've asked every single witch on TikTok that claims they have powers to hex me. And this one responded. I sent her everything she requested, including my hair, a photo of me, my nails, and a shirt. She received the materials and completed the hex last week. And so far, nothing bad has happened to me. A lot of people are saying that I'm playing with fire. I am sacrificing myself to show all of you this is nonsense because I don't want you to spend money on these people and get scammed. That's right, if someone does tarot cards, sells you crystals, can speak to your dead loved ones, psychic, whatever, they're all lying to you. Notice how all those people are now saying I'm being disrespectful, that this is wrong with me. It's not wrong with me. They're just concerned about their bottom line, their business. If you're afraid of this stuff, watch me show you how there's nothing to be afraid of.
I just bought a pistol, it got 30 rounds in it. Pull up at your mama's house and put some rounds in it. Wet a nigga block and watch them niggas drown in it. 100-round drum, gun a nigga down with. I'm on that slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit, slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit. I'm on that slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit, slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit. I'm on that slaughter gang shit. Take a nigga bitch, nigga use a bitch cause I ran off with your shit. I'm a real right blood and these nigga counterfeit. You don't pull up on the L, pussy boy, you get dipped. I bought a brand new drop and then I pour me up some drop. Y'all said real street nigga, y'all ain't on no block. Bitch keep your legs close cause all I want is talk. I pull up and y'all gon' call the cops. 21. I just bought a pistol, it got 30 rounds in it. Pull up at your mama's house and put some rounds in it. Wet a nigga block and watch them niggas drown in it. 100-round drum, gun a nigga down with it.
Today's video's title is a little shocking, as usual. Recently had a video by this guy named Keiser. Basically, I received this yesterday night. Everybody was sending me this video. I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is very, very interesting. Well, I want to start on the points that I do agree with when it comes to Keiser's challenge. And for those of you that are not aware of his challenge is basically he wants someone to curse him so that he can prove that it doesn't exist, because in his mind, he believes that black magic doesn't exist. And he has all the right in the world to believe what he wants. So, as far as this is concerned, Keiser, you are a very privileged, well-mannered young man. I want to say this. The world doesn't revolve around you. See, just because you believe something, that doesn't mean the whole world has to believe what you believe. This is the perspective that many like you had to learn the hard way. A while back, there was a guy by the name of Keiser. He went on a tirade, doing the most on social media. And Keiser, it didn't work well for him. See, Ethan, I understand where you're coming from. And I agree. And I've always stated, out of 100%, 85% of the people in the spiritual community do not know what the fuck they're doing. A lot of the people in this community are nothing but scammers and novice. And I always say that small percentage of people are out there. And there's some dangerous motherfuckers. See, the thing is, what you're doing, Ethan, is that you're talking to people that are really not about that life. The fact that they're giving you a time frame is ridiculous. See, the thing is, when someone's gonna move on you, you won't even know when they move on you. See, a lot of this stuff people are doing for clicks and views, and maybe you're doing this for clicks and social media views. But what I'm going to say to you is that you got to be careful, my brother, because out of thousands of people, there may be that few that answers that call. See, when you're campaigning, eventually you'll become elected. When you knock on the devil's door, eventually he'll answer. See, what you're doing also is equivalent to someone in urban environments, or let's just say the hood, dropping their location. Basically, you have people that are tough guys saying these guys ain't on shit, they ain't about nothing. Pull up. And at times, a lot of guys end up getting killed or basically hurt. Some guys, their egos are very big and they feel like, nobody can do nothing to them. I'm the biggest, baddest SOB whatsoever and nobody can do anything to me. And it's until they do what they do and out of, let's just say, when they least expect it, that's when the ops come creeping. And for you, you may not understand what ops mean. Opposition, because again, you seem like a very well-mannered, privileged young man. But yes, when the opposition, the enemies, when they come through, it'll be when you least expect it. See, what you're doing right now is very dangerous. Because what you're doing is that you're putting up a poster and saying, come do this to me, come do this to me. There's people out here that don't want to be known. See, what you're doing also is that you're attracting clout chasers. Let me elaborate on the word clout chasers. A person, because I gotta basically put this out here. You seem like a very privileged, well-mannered young man that has been to school and you don't speak slang. So I'm gonna help you by explaining what I mean to say by clout chaser. Clout chasing means a person that is looking for, let's just say, social media hype, okay? All right. So you're going to have people that will just jump on your channel just for clicks and views on their channel to pull people, but there are people out here that do not want clicks and views. They don't care about how many subscribers they get. There's some people that would want to do something to you, or that like to do certain people, or even get hired to do stuff to people, and they're not looking for social media views or clicks. These people do this as a profession and they're well paid. And these are not people that, let's just say, they are a wholesale dealer. These are private contractors that are hired by very, very wealthy people. See, you're playing a very dangerous game, because one of those people may answer your call and it might not be on your terms. So you may dance around with these people here that, on social media, this spiritualist here, that spiritualist there. But there's people that you don't see. It's not wise. It's not wise. It's equivalent of a person saying that they're the biggest, baddest gangster and popping up on social media and saying, I want all you whatever gangsters to show me how gangster you are. Here's my location, come do something to me. That's equivalent to what you're doing spiritually. You're asking people to do something to you to prove that this stuff is not real, or that these people are not about that life. That's basically what you're saying when you're saying what you're saying on social media. You're saying to a group of people that you can't do nothing to me, and I'm going to prove to the world that you guys ain't on shit. That's what you're saying to people when you're getting up on social media and making this challenge. There's a whole bunch of paths. There's Palo Mayombe, there's Santeria, there's Voodoo, there's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of traditions out here. There's a whole bunch of practitioners of different religious groups, different sects. So when you do that, what you're doing is calling all these people to do something to you. There's millions of people watching around the world, and I believe you have a couple of thousands. There's millions of people on the planet, rather say. Watching your content, it's not wise. It's not wise. Because the thing is, you have to understand how this thing actually operates. You may think, oh, I haven't seen things happen in a week. Oh man, Ethan Keiser. You haven't seen things happen in a week. Now, do you listen? You have to understand this, is that when you summon that onto yourself, you don't know where that thing is going to hit, because it can hit you. It can hit a family member. While you're looking for somebody to do something to you, it can hit a family member of yours. And now all of a sudden, certain family members start going through a lot of issues and problems. So I'm just saying, if the right person answers your call, it's not going to be good for you, Ethan. It's not going to be good for you. Now, Ethan, I know you're probably thinking, so why don't you answer the call? Well, Ethan, I work at Burger King's. I have never done witchcraft a day in my life. I'm just the person who's heard other people talk about it, and I just talk about what they've said. That's why I don't respond to things of that nature. I just was concerned, I'm just a square. I don't know anything about a cult, but I've seen a lot of things and I read a lot of things, and I just don't think it would be it's wise for a person like you to do such things. But what I will say is that if years go by and nothing happens to you, I will say the people that raised all this hysteria ain't on shit, and you're absolutely right. So I want to see how this thing plays out. I would like you guys that's watching this video, put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think Ethan Keiser is going to outlast his challenge? But no, man, listen, I have no part in this. I'm just a spectator watching this. This is very interesting, and I want to see how this thing plays out, just like you guys. I'm out.
Come on, man, stop playing, man. I'll beat you bitch ass niggas up for real, nigga.
What they all want to fight?
Flash y'all and crash y'all and stay at this bitch, nigga. Wrong with you, nigga. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that.
What they all want to fight,
around with a stick like I'm lying. Hey, nigga, lying, nigga. Nigga ain't talking about nothing. Nigga, you niggas faking. You niggas faking. Yo, bro, that third nigga beside me. Fuck.
What did you think was going to happen, bro? Violation, bro. Your ass be tweaking, bro. Rule number 16.76964 and section 14 article 99.62, folks. Thou shalt not go on live and act tough for f***ing no reason. Any person guilty of violating this law is subject to being shot, slapped, punched, kicked, or shot again, or severely disassembled. Like, bro, where your homies at? Ain't nobody tell you that you low-key like it on live. You like this. Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at? I'm right here. Oh, right here. You show these niggas what kind of car you got. Show them where you was at the gas station. You don't know what kind of car they got. You just set yourself up. It don't make no sense. And then exactly how I said it was gonna happen, wasn't gonna see that. them at first, because they not gonna announce, hey, I'm finna shoot you. They not gonna say that. They just gonna do it, and you gonna be like, and hope that you make it. That's stupid. I'm just saying, can we just start thinking before we start? You know what I mean? This don't make no sense. That's like the president sending the troops to Iraq and then telling them, hey, when y'all get to Iraq, before y'all go in there and catch the ops, make sure that they all know where we at. Make sure they got all our plans, the vehicle codes. Make sure they just, matter of fact, just let them, we gonna just send them everything. Send them the war plans. What do they need to spy for? We'll just tell them everything. Then tell them some, ooh, them niggas just shot me when they pull up and pop you.